Okay, so today is my first ever video of hair dye. So I love watching hair dyeing videos on YouTube just in the past month. And I just thought, why not do my own? So I've been dyeing my hair at home for literally 20 years, since I was a kid. My mom has always dyed her hair herself, and so she dyed my hair when I was younger, and then as I got older I started doing it myself. And the fun colors started around in 2020, the beginning of 2020, I think. So it's been a while. So today I'm going to do, I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do. First and foremost, I'm going to get rid of this awful yellow color. It looks like I bleached it and it didn't turn out or something, but that's not what happened. I actually had these two strands, this much, orange, and a bright orange, and it faded out. And so just yesterday I put this, it's not blue, it looks blue, but it's this, I can't focus it, but phantom green. So I guess it does look like that. Anyway, I put it on the whole strip, and for some reason it just didn't pick up the color. I also didn't leave it on very long. Normally when I dye my hair these colors, I leave it on for as long as I can stand it, and I only had 30 minutes, so maybe that's why, I don't know. I also didn't bleach it ahead of time or anything. So anywho, so number one task today is fixing this, because it looks like a mistake because it kind of was, and so definitely want to fix that. And I also just overall need to touch up the color. And so this is the color I've been using for my green. How in the world do people focus this? I don't even know. It's seeing me. I don't even know how to do it. How do people do this? There it goes. Okay. Space Cowgirl. Arctic Fox. So that's what I have all over. And it's pretty good. I can't figure out, the ends of my hair always look a little blue, like a blue tone, and so I'm not really sure why that is. And I haven't wanted to re-bleach my hair to try to fix it, so I don't know. And I have extensions, and they're clip-ins. I don't like admitting that, but my actual hair is pretty short. It was long, pretty close to this, but I cut it to try to get the damage out of there, and so my actual hair, I'll take it down a little bit, but it's pretty short, and so all of this is not mine, which is another tricky thing, because I have to kind of try to match it to hair that's not real. So, or it is, I guess it's real, but not my hair. Anyhow, so today I just got more bleach, and this is what I use. And I usually use this developer, and I just mix it on up. And so today I got way different stuff than I guess I was kind of thinking it, but anyway, got more of my Cowgirl, which I gotta get out of the way, I guess. I don't even know how you see this stuff. There it goes. Okay, got more of that. And then I got purple. There it goes. Purple, Arctic Fox, and black. So I've had bright orange, bright red. I've had split dyes, so I've had red on one side, pink on one side. I've had pink on one side, blue on one side. I've had all over blue, all over green, all over black. My natural color is my roots, so all over brown. I've had blonde, platinum blonde, silver, more of a gray, yellow. I mean, I've had everything, I think, pretty much. And I've had lavender purple all over. I have never had this dark purple, so that will be different. And I'm not doing it all over, and I actually don't know what I'm doing, but I don't know. I have so much green right now that I'm not really ready to get rid of it. And so I was doing in my head purple strands, or maybe just the front. I really don't know. Here's my box of stuff. I have like a bunch of hair stuff, and I kind of just dig in there and see like what I have half used. So I mean, right now I have light pink, yellow, these fun colors that I think are discontinued, because I had this color all over for like several months, and then all of a sudden they were on sale for $4, and they're normally like $18. So I bought a ton of these because that's the color I had at the time, and then I changed it, and so now I have a bunch of those. Let's see what else. And all this. And this was also on sale, and I've never had this color all over, but it was $4, so I thought, maybe I will one day. Anyway, it's pretty, but not today. I guess that's it right now. So I think I'm gonna stick to the colors I bought today, which are the dark purple and black, which is crazy. I've not had my hair dark in any capacity, not even the fun colors, not even like a dark version of the fun colors, or either like pastel or bright, for 6 years. And before that I had my natural color, so it's like a dark brown. So that will be different. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna take my hair down so that you can kind of see what I'm working with here. Let me get up. So this, also the sun is going down, so this is like the best lighting I'm gonna get right now. And then it's gonna be like yellow bathroom light. So anyway, so my real hair is nope, not that. Let me separate it here. This. It's curled right now, so it's, but I mean, that's the difference. Anyway, so I also haven't washed my hair in a couple days, so it's kind of stringy looking, and I slept in it in that bun, so I don't even know what it looks like back there. It looks way worse than it normally does, I think. Anyway, but you can see, aside from what I did purposely with the blue, when I turn around, I'm sure you can see the ends of my real hair are always this kind of like bluish tint. I don't really know why, but like the extensions pick up the green really great, and then the ends, see, it's like blue. I don't know. Also, my hair is faded. My actual hair, I haven't touched it up. So anyway, it's probably scary looking back there. Okay, so I'm going to go section out my hair, figure out what I'm gonna do, and then come back and start putting it on. So we'll see how this goes. See you in a bit.
Okay, so I'm doing the quickest little check-in really quick before I get started. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, the way I have it right now, I'm thinking, bleach my roots so that I can just all over do the green like I had originally before my roots grew out. And then this is making me think maybe I could put that super dark purple, like fading out, you know, like this, but imagine it's all lime green and then just dark purple at the ends here, but dark purple at the ends everywhere, which will be tricky because I have extensions, and so I have to be mindful to put it only in the front, maybe, because I wear my extensions all the time, so it really only has to look good with them in. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking thus far.
Okay, so I have my bleach mixed up, and I use this and 20 developer because I'm scared of 30. Never used it in my life. So what I'm gonna do right now is just bleach my roots and just keep that simple, because that'll take the longest anyway. So I'm going to, let's see, unclip my extensions. Wanted to speed this part up real quick because nobody really cares to see me take out half my hair. So I'm almost done taking my extensions out and then we'll get going. This is my hair without anything. Okay, so I loosely sectioned out my hair and I'm just gonna start going in with the roots and see how it goes. So let's see. I'm gonna have to use my mirror. I have these like double-sided mirrors, like the medicine cabinet mirrors on in my bathroom. So I'm not gonna be able to film this part because I don't really have a good place to set up the phone. So I'm gonna do all the back first, because even though I've been dyeing my hair myself for like 20 years, I recently started watching Brad Mondo on YouTube, and he's all about like starting in the back, and I've always just kind of been winging it. And so I'm like, okay, makes more sense. It's like the hair you don't touch. And so I'm gonna start in the back and then work my way up, and then I will come back and see how it's going. Okay, so I got some of it done so far. I'm not gonna be talking a whole lot because I've got to look in the back, but I'm just gonna film what I'm doing and maybe you can see it. I don't know. Going to continue bleaching now, and once I'm done, I will rinse it out and then add the lime green Space Cowgirl Arctic Fox color all over, which I've had for a couple of months now. And then after that, I will do the purple tips, and we're just gonna see if that turns out. I really don't have high hopes for it, but I'm gonna wing it and just see what happens. And then if it doesn't work out, we will try something else. Okay, so I'm kind of rushing through it. One, because I just put hair dye on my daughter and I'm trying to rinse it off at a certain time. So I'm trying to hurry because of that. I want to get my bleach on before I rinse hers out. Also, these are the dumbest gloves I've ever had. It's like all I had. That's all I could find. I guess I ran out of the good stuff. So I'm gonna finish this.
Okay, so I'm getting close to done. I'm going to go ahead and do the front strands of my hair too. So far, I'm just doing the bleach on my roots, but I'm going to also do it on these front strands because that's where I just put the blue yesterday. I want that out of here.
While I finish up this bleach, I just wanted to acknowledge something that has been driving me absolutely mad. When I'm doing these voiceovers during the sped up parts, I have to rewatch quite a bit of the previous clips. And I'm noticing that in probably every single clip, I start out saying, all right, so, or okay, so, and those phrases have got to be removed from my vocabulary from here on out. Because I don't know about you, but it's absolutely the most annoying thing I've ever heard. So I apologize for that.
Just a side note, while I'm doing this, something crazy, when I've been watching these YouTube videos the last couple days, how many people say that they don't use gloves? It's just crazy to me. I mean, of course for bleach, I haven't seen anybody say no gloves for bleach. I think that would hurt. But just for like any other type of hair dye, that's crazy. I don't know why you would want to get it on your hands if you don't have to. Like I said, these gloves are the worst. But, I had forgotten that I literally just ran out of all my good gloves, so whatever. But these are better than nothing. I can't imagine literally not having anything. That's crazy. Also, in my experience, blue is pretty difficult to get out. And because I just did this yesterday, probably not a good idea to have done that. So we'll see how it looks. I don't know. Also, just to preface, I am a scaredy cat with bleach. I don't know if I said that a minute ago. I feel like I might have. I don't know. But I just, for how much I dye my hair, you would think I'd be like, whatever. No. I probably, every time I dye my hair, could leave the bleach on much, much longer, but I just am like so scared that my hair's gonna fall out. So, anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit under there. And I have a ton of bleach left, which is great. I had saved some anyway, the powder, but I already have some mixed up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I want on the extensions right now with the bleach I already have mixed up. And then I have extra if I need more. Okay, so there's that. Gotta get that wiped off my skin. And probably gonna put more on the ends. I just feel like those things aren't going anywhere. Okay, well. See how it goes. See ya.
All right, taking this off, and just gotta say, this lighting is so yellow to begin with. It's not quite as yellow as it looks. What is that? How disappointing. Okay, well, and then the sides, yeah, what's up with that? Okay, you can see that. I'm gonna brush this out and we're gonna fill it up with the green. All right, so I'm almost done. Getting to the end of it here. I have a couple more spots. I am not a person who can do this and chat at the same time. I don't know how people do that, but I saved a little bit to show what I'm doing, but I pretty much am almost done. And see, it's like the second I start, I can't talk anymore. I can't focus. Almost there. I was gonna say, as just something I thought of, if anyone were to watch this who has happened to never use an unnatural color hair dye or semi-permanent dye, I would lower your expectations because, I mean, they're great. Obviously, I love them. I've been using them for years. But I just think it's funny that when you put them on, you would think, like, this is going to turn out perfect. My hair is going to be this color everywhere. Because, I mean, that's what it looks like, right? No, that is not what happens. It goes on like a paint, and you think that it's going to come out perfect every time. Every time it looks like, wow, so cool. Does not come out perfect, but it comes out pretty good most of the time, which is another great thing about this type of hair dye, the semi-permanent hair dye. It's also like super forgiving, you know, like if you mess it up or whatever, you can easily just go over it with something else or go over the same color and try again, and it's just pretty easy to work with. So, okay, got that. And now, the next thing I'm gonna do is maybe add some purple. So, we'll see how that goes. Okay, got the color on. Let's see if I can show the back a little bit. I just kind of do the ends, and I put the foil on just to like push it out of my face without it touching the green. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this isn't going to work, but then at the same time, these dyes like really surprise you sometimes on how well they just kind of blend into each other. So I don't know. I really tried to blend them well, but I've never done anything like this. So we are just winging it. Here are the purple tips, and I could not dislike it more. I think, one, it reminds me of the Goosebumps book series that I used to read as a kid, and I love Halloween. It's my favorite day of the year, so maybe there's a time and place for this look, but since I wasn't sold on the color combination to begin with, now that I've done it, I'm just like, get this off, let's re-bleach. All right, so at this point, I've been through a lot of colors in the last couple of days because I guess I just didn't really have like a plan like I normally do, and that has backfired because when I don't have a plan, then I end up having to change my hair color 3 times in 2 days. So I just used, where is it? This. I've never used it before and I really like it. My hair, when I bleach it, normally feels like it's like so unhealthy it's gonna fall out, and it felt really good washing it out. So I think I may use that bleach again going forward. I have my hair in my extensions, and that's what I got. It's not fully dry and it's real frizzy right now because my hair is not healthy for sure. But basically I ran out of bleach, but my hair is almost the same all the way through, even the extensions, except for on the ends. There's a tiny bit of purple, and then the ends are like a darker green. The rest of my hair is kind of like a mint green mixed with blonde. So I'm so torn. I think I had gotten this color today, thinking that I would mix that with the purple, like dark purple. And then I bleached it and it's so light, it just feels like a waste to put a super deep color on top of it. So now I'm thinking I have these pastels, this one and this one, blue and like a mint green. Maybe I do that, I don't know. And as far as like the darker, I could bleach it again, or I have this green. So I kind of considered like doing something that like faded all these into each other. I'm so confused. So I gotta think for a second. Okay, and this is my end result, and I like it. I think it's 1,000 times better than the green purple disaster I just had, and I've had it before. I've had this color with a split dye. I had half blue and half pink, and it was the same shade. So I like it. I've never had it full coverage like this, and so it's different and should hold me over for a little bit, but yeah, it's good. I don't know, we'll see how long this lasts. Thanks for watching. And last but not least, I'm going to do a quick space buns, or as my daughter and I call it, puppy dog ears. And I love this look with colored hair, especially. I think it's so cute. So it's my favorite way to wear it. Anyway, thanks for watching. This was super fun to make. See ya.